festive atmosphere inside the building as we bring you Friday Night Basketball on 2K Sports. Brian Anderson with you, Hall of Famers Doris Burke and Grant Hill joining us tonight, along with the fourth member of our team, Allie LaForce. So a look at our starters for Orlando. They've got Robert Covington. Hassan Whiteside is out there with Ja Morant. And it's Bird in at the 4. And they pick up 2.
Setting an aggressive tone early, challenging the heart of that defense.
Brogdon against Morant. Oh, deflected. And the basket by Gobert. Grant, we've got quite a game in store for us tonight. 2 of the top teams in the Eastern Conference.
Well, you know what they say, B.A. To be the best, you got to beat the best. I'm sure that's what both teams are thinking, so I expect them to be highly motivated.
Now here's Brogdon. He had 9 points in his last time out. First quarter of play, a minute in. Here's Christopher. He had 25 points in his last game. Covington grabs the board.
Couldn't quite line that one up. Just got to shake it off and move on to the next one.
Pass to Bird. And Gobert with a block.
Well, this is the very prototypical defensive anchor. This is what Rudy Gobert brings on a nightly basis.
Brogdon, the pass to Gobert. Stolen by Whiteside. 4-3. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
And here comes Cleveland. It's a 3-point game. And this is their first time matched up with Orlando this year.
Yeah, we saw how combative yet enjoyable last season's series was. 2 very excellent teams going at it.
Both these teams are beneficiaries of tremendous coaching. Both have high hopes for the season. I expect to see a chess match tonight. Listen, we know this guy has got a solid offensive arsenal. You've got to stay on point defensively.
Now, if you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Out to the right wing. There's the screen by Whiteside. 6 on the shot clock, and it's Bird missing. For Cleveland, they've gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Brogdon, the pass to Christopher. Back to Brogdon. Now here's Gobert. And out of bounds. The Magic will take it. Well, it's hard to stop a 6'10 wing who can handle and play through contact. And the Magic have 2 of them, Grant.
Yeah, the numbers remarkably similar for Paolo Banchero and Franz Wagner. Banchero is stronger and more of a rebounder, but both of them are stars.
Here's Bird. His last outing, he had 20. Drills it from deep. Give him 8 points now.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
Here's Christopher, and they come right back with their own 3-pointer. Christopher's got 5 points.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
And you would expect nothing less from these 2, taking pride and making plays.
Bird. And off the left side of the rim, it swirls in for him.
Among the best passers in the league, Morant finds open teammates.
Cavaliers trail by 3. Pass to Christopher from behind the arc. And the Cavaliers, another 3. The Magic have gone 4 of 7, shooting a solid percentage. Here's Bird. Lets it go from deep. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert.
Well, despite the miss, obviously the shot this offense looking to generate is exactly that.
Pass to Brogdon. With the drive. Oh, stolen by Morant. Here's Bird. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a 3-point play. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for Orlando.
I must say their defensive intensity has been impressive so far. really making it hard for the offense to hold on to the ball.
And the other thing that's working for them tonight, getting out into the open floor. A lot of the damage coming in transition.
Orlando making a switch here. Johnson's checked in. Now here's Brogdon. No points yet. Here's Christopher. And again, it's Cleveland converting.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Here's Bird. 5 points in the game. Add that to his line. Now 3 for 6.
Where's the rim protection? That's just too easy for him.
The Cavaliers trail by 3. Thomas outside. Lets the 3 fly. Knocks down the long J.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Pass to Bird. There's the triple. Gets the 3 ball to go. He's got 11.
Boy, bringing tremendous energy right now, and his teammates are absolutely feeding off it.
Here's Christopher. Oh, clanks the dunk.
Wow, he doesn't miss many of those. He's such a strong finisher and tight.
Pass to Bird. Here's the 3. The Cavaliers pull it in.
It's never easy to win games when you're missing free throws. They had to be better.
You know this. Nothing gets a crowd into the game more than a bunch of missed free throws. That's one of the worst things you can do on the road.
Orlando with the ball. After the basket by Cleveland. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Launches it. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Gobert's got 4 rebounds now. Pass to Thomas. Back to Christopher. Here's Gobert. And he gets it to go. And the Cavaliers lead by 1.
And both teams already firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, this is already a high-scoring game, but we knew that was a possibility coming into this one.
And so both teams trading buckets as we end the first quarter. The Cavaliers on top, leading by 1. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. And taking a look at the Cavs' performance here, guys. What are your thoughts?
Well, they came out with a physical presence and made rebounding a priority.
I think it's why they hold the lead here early, because they're controlling the flow of the game with those second chance opportunities.
Cam Reddish is out there with Bruno Fernando. And it's Thomas in at the point. That's the group for Cleveland getting going in the second. There's a screen. Fires it from 18. Here's Fernando. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Fernando's got his first bucket in this one.
This is what happens when you fail to put a body on someone. The ball is bound to find them.
Johnson for 3. Hits a 3-pointer.
Just love the unselfishness there. Keep the ball moving. Good things happen.
And Thomas has got the ball here for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute to play. Crawford, that one's good.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Here's Bird. He's got 7. Orlando moving the ball around. Takes the 3. And another three for Orlando.
Boy, you give this guy a half-decent look from distance, and he's going to make you pay.
Cleveland has got all 4 threes to drop from downtown in this game. And so now a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. Cooper's checked in for Crawford. With this break in the action, let's take a look at the NBA's highest scoring team since the All-Star break. The 4th spot held by Cleveland.
Since the All-Star break, this squad has been on fire on offense, looking like a well-oiled machine and taking and making high percentage shots.
Here's Cooper. Yet to see a basket. To the paint. Deflects the pass. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Thanks. Jamal Mosley is doing a tremendous job for the Magic, and the players gravitate to his approach. He said, quote, "Coaching is teaching, and you can't teach yelling and screaming and hollering. You teach with communication and positivity, because that's how I think a lot of these guys will actually register it." Back to you.
A new school approach. Thank you, Allie. And Cleveland making a change here. Brogdon's checked in. Here's Bird. 10 points for him. Dort for 3. Good work defensively by Brogdon. Here's Cooper, covered by Covington. Here's Thomas for 3. That one no good. For Orlando, they've gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter. And we're just over 2.5 minutes into the second. There's a screen. 3-pointer. Fernando grabs the miss. Fernando's got 4 rebounds now. The 3. Second chance shot. And Zizic. Good. Zizic has got his first 2 points of the night.
And you have to appreciate the heart they've shown on the offensive boards this quarter.
Covington finds Dort. We see teams in college and high school run a lot more full-court press. Why is that less prevalent in the NBA doors?
Well, it's been less prevalent, BA, but all of a sudden teams are starting to push up in full court, understanding that if you can take 4 to 5 seconds off a shot clock, with the shortest shot clock we have in the game, then that puts so much more pressure on the offense to execute.
And count it! The shot is good, and he'll go to the line.
Well, this is a case where you use your size to full advantage, exactly what you're looking for.
Orlando shooting their second free throw attempt on the night. And so now a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Ja Morant comes in for Dort. The free throw is good. Now leading by 1. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Pass to Christopher. Back to Brogdon. Here's Reddish. The three-pointer off the mark.
And that closeout certainly made a difference.
Well, no question. He altered that shot, and most of the time, that's just as good as blocking it.
Now here's Morant. Still no points. Nails it from 3. And the Magic lead by 4.
Ooh, they've been on fire from deep this quarter. Their percentage has been rising and rising.
Here's Christopher. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Christopher's got 14.
If you want to talk about an NBA player who has poise and vision, that's Malcolm Brogdon doing work with the pass. That is nicely done.
Now here's Covington. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
He's been dropping them in from downtown since the tip. 3 triples in the first quarter, 2 more since.
Brogdon, the pass to Christopher, puts up a 3, and Reddish gets it to go. Reddish has gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Knocks down the triple.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
And so now a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. He'll take the opportunity to regroup.
It's simple. Turnovers mean you lose shot opportunities, and your opponent can get easy hoops.
Gobert's checked in for the Cavs. Fernando comes in for Reddish. Now here's Gobert. Outside Brogdon. Here's Cooper. That 3's off the mark. Magic leading by 5. Into the lane. Cash. He's 9 for 14 in the game.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
Here's Christopher. He's got 14. Shot clock at 6. Here's Fernando. And he jams it home with authority.
Malcolm Brogdon just so savvy. He's got size, strength, and vision. Nicely done.
Pass to Bird. Fires for 3. And the rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Christopher, pass to Brogdon. Here's Fernando. Here's Christopher. Pure from 3-point range. And now just a 2-point Orlando lead.
Yeah, first quarter, he's dropped 2 threes. Now he has another to his credit.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. This one for 3. He drops it from range. And he's got 28 now.
Well, a good first quarter leads to a dynamite second period.
Misses at the buzzer. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. Magic out in front. They're up by 5. Well, now we have some time to check in with Allie LaForce. Allie.
Speaking with Jamal Mosley, Coach, I know you told your team before the game, let's be ourselves. Keep doing what we've been doing. So far, so good?
That was it. We've been here for a reason. Like, we've done it all year long by playing together, playing as a team, playing as a unit, defending at a high level. And these guys, that's what we need to do more of.
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, Allie. After the break, we'll see you right back here to begin quarter number 3.
Please bring your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drum roll, please. They're measuring up their shot.
Big Diesel, Kenny the Jet, Ernie Johnson here. But before we dive into the scintillating analysis of the first half, let's check out the power rankings.
And taking a look at the Cavaliers, right about where we left them at last check. They're solidly of that playoff picture.
It'll be interesting to see how their season progresses. This team could go deep or wash out early. Hard to guess either way, man.
And turning our attention to the first half of our game tonight, bit of a tough start for the Cleveland Cavaliers.
They're not showing enough fight defensively. Take some pride in getting some stops. This is when your leader has to step in and say something.
Yeah, tough to beat a team that's shooting double nickels from the field. Thanks for tuning in. Now we head back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Magic leading by 5. So for Orlando right now, they've got Ja Morant. Robert Covington is out there with Hassan Whiteside. And it's Bird in at the power forward position.
And for so many teams in the NBA, establishing the three-point shot is goal number 1 on offense. He's definitely doing his part tonight.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight.
They get it back. Gobert working inside.
One thing they've done well tonight, and that's rebounding.
And so Morant will bring it up for the Orlando Magic. Pass to Bird. Back to Morant. Orlando moving the ball around. Here's Bird. Goes up from the top of the key, and it's Orlando with another.
Listen, this guy's a barometer for this team's success offensively. They go as he goes.
Pass to Christopher from downtown. The rebound by Whiteside. Trailing by 8. And Orlando shooting it at 61%, a terrific average. The offensive rebound. Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Cleveland has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Fernando, pass to Christopher. No good with the triple. Magic leading by 8. Out to the wing. Here's Bird. Fernando grabs the miss. Fernando's got his 5th rebound in this one. And he lobs it up top. And stolen by Covington. Outside Morant. Pass to Bird. From the arc. Hits the trifecta. He's got 34.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
And so now a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over.
I don't think this timeout is just to give the guys a breather. Coach is looking to switch things up.
And as you know, it's what comes after that gives you some sense of what has changed.
Second half of play here with just under 2.5 minutes passed. Here's Christopher. Covington grabs the board.
Sometimes the game requires you to just keep at it, so he's got to be aggressive.
Good! Another from 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thanks a lot, Brian. The future of the NBA is digital. Commissioner Silver said streaming allows us to better engage fans through the personalization of telecasts, creating chat communities, buying products, playing fantasy. There's an enormous opportunity. We are just barely scratching the surface. BA, back to you.
It's getting interactive. All right, Allie, thank you. And so now a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. Now, since we have this break, here are the teams with the most points off turnovers last season. 5th, Cleveland.
It seemed like almost every time they forced an error, they converted on it. Not just winning turnovers, but taking them to the bank.
Here's Bird. He's got 12. No good from outside. Trying to claw their way back into this.
And the best way to do that, minimize your mistakes and take good shots.
In transition, the Magic on the run. Pass to Moran. Here's Bird. The three ball. He buries it from three.
When you let a team knock down that many threes, you know you're likely to be on the wrong side of a run.
Cleveland has gone 6 of 14 from the perimeter tonight. It's Christopher on the wing. And good. Coming on the assist by Brogdon. Christopher's got 5 points now this quarter.
He's really carrying the load, but no man can do it all by himself.
Pass to Bird. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Doris, if you want the definition of a solid NBA player, Max Strus fits the bill.
Absolutely, B.A., and there's a couple reasons for that. First and foremost, his competitive toughness is on display nightly. The guy never gives up on a play. You can ask him to guard up a position because he's got physical strength. He's a fearless knockdown shooter, and if you give him any space from three, he's going to catch his rhythm and have a big night. 5
on the clock. There's the screen by Whiteside. And a miss there on the triple. The Cavaliers trail by 9. Pass to Christopher. Back to Brogdon. It's tipped. And it's Orlando on the break. Here's Bird. And he lays it in off the breakaway. Bird's got 14 points for the game. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for Orlando.
Yeah, they've collected an impressive number of steals so far, using fast hands to force some turnovers and then scoring on the other end.
I think one of the things that also strikes me is their activity forcing turnovers, coming up with steals. It has really shaped the tenor of this game.
Here's Reddish. Orlando making their last shot from outside the arc. Connects from downtown. He has 6.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
The Cavaliers have gone 5 for 9 from the floor in the third quarter. Thomas passes to Shrimp. Right side Reddish. The three is up. And the Cavaliers, another three.
They've been aggressive during this run, but they've also played under control.
I think the communication on offense is working at every level right now. What a run for this group.
The shot by Dort, no good.
And lockdown defense against one of the best three-point shooters in the league.
Good work there as it goes. And now just a 3-point Magic lead.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Pass to Cornette. Crawford's checked in for the Cavaliers.
Substitution on the floor.
20 seconds left in the third. Cornette sets a screen. Dort for 3. Sinks it from distance. Dort's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Thomas passes to Fernando. Here's Crawford. That'll count. And that's not going to go. Points coming in bunches as we wrap up the third quarter. It's been a... And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver, and he did just that.
3 tense quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the fourth. We've got Malcolm Brogdon, and it's Cooper in at the 3 spot. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now.
Boy, this offense has revolved around him today, and rightly so. He has been fantastic.
Pass to Cooper. Now here's Reddish. Takes a 3. It's hauled in by Nash. Outside Covington. 3-pointer. And another 3 for Orlando.
We've been watching him hold court out at the arc Just an unforgettable performance tonight.
Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Pass to Zizic. And here's Reddish. Cleveland working the ball around now. To the middle. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
Where was the defense? No help. You can't afford to give up these kinds of buckets. Boy, this guy making the most of his chances here, really giving his team a lift.
Thomas outside. Off target with the three. Orlando leading by 10. Pass to Nash. Here's Covington. Three-pointer, no good.
He had more than enough room to hit that. Just couldn't make it happen.
Here's Nash. Reddish covering. Now here's Bielitsa. Chalk up two there. And now it's a 12-point Magic lead.
Boy, nice pass. A little ball movement, little player movement. That's how you play this game.
Back to Thomas. Launches a three. Drains the triple.
They're going at it on offense. Neither team backing down.
I'll tell you, we have seen great execution from both teams. Neither one giving an inch here.
And so Jamal Mosley calls for the timeout. He wants to make sure everyone is aligned, given the situation right now. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Jamal Mosley was saying to the team. He said, this is who we are. This is the pace. Don't let up. He said it doesn't matter if they go on a run. What matters is how we respond. They plan to respond with a fury, guys.
Appreciate the report, Allie. The three-pointer is down, Ja Morant.
They've had a hard time shutting down the three-point shot.
Cavaliers trail by 12. It's Thomas on the wing, hounded by Morant. Thomas with the ball. Gobert with a screen on Morant. Gobert hammers it home.
And vertical threat, that is Rudy Gobert. What a ferocious finish at the rim.
Dort, the pass to Bird. Outside Morant, fires from deep. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
Coming down the stretch, they've leaned on the perimeter game.
Boy, the three-point arc has been a major factor in what they've done here tonight. You love the aggressiveness.
Here's Christopher. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Christopher's got 28.
He hit 3 triples in the first half. 3 more since. That's nothing to shrug at. I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
At the line for your Cavaliers with 2 shots, Christopher.
The first free throw is good, and Cleveland making a change here. Brogdon's checked in, and so he hits both.
Well, big man that makes their free throws. Bravo.
And it's Morant with the ball for Orlando. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Takes a three. No good.
One thing they've done well tonight, and that's rebounding.
Here's Christopher. Here's Gobert. The contact not enough to bother Gobert at the rim.
Teams were physical with Rudy Gobert early in his career. He's learned how to figure that out and still score it.
Morant against Brogdon. Here's Christopher. Count it!
Rudy Gobert is so competitive. Doesn't want to let a big moment go by. Nicely done.
Magic leading by 4. Puts up the tray. Gobert pulls it down.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
And they've been producing at a high level.
No question. They're in a nice rhythm offensively.
Ooh, anticipated the pass. It's a turnover. Here's Christopher, covered by Covington. The shot is money.
Just a bad time for a defensive breakdown, and he really took advantage.
We call that execution, getting the ball to the right guy where he can do some damage.
.124 left to play in the fourth quarter. Oh, the offensive struggles continue. Missing again. Here's Christopher. Brogdon with a screen on Covington. Here's Gobert. 6 to shoot, and stolen by Covington. Now Morant. Oh, he can't hit it.
Boy, just tremendous effort on defense. That's a clear message from him. No easy buckets.
It's stolen away. And here they come. Oh, some nice teamwork in transition.
Talk about stepping up in a big way.
I'll tell you, it takes confidence to pull the trigger in that situation. You love guys who relish the moment.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Now Gobert. Ooh, it doesn't go. And so they foul intentionally.
Team foul.
And an intentional foul right there.
Yeah, and that was a smart move. I mean, you have to foul right there. You just don't want them to run out the clock.
Shooting for Orlando, John Morant, taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
He gets the first, and that puts him up 5. So he gets them both, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Every free throw is crucial in a close game. Nice work at the line.
And the Cavaliers call time here. They're down by 6. Turning here to our analyst. What elements become the primary keys at this point?
They need to answer fast.
Well, preferably a 3, right? If there's a clean look, take it.
Here's Christopher. Morant pulls it down, and that's an intentional foul.
Yeah, no choice but to foul in that situation. Although, that's not the guy you want to send to the free throw line.
At the line for 2.
Shooting 2.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. That's good. Going 1 of 2 from the line. And that makes it a 7-point lead. And so Orlando takes the win. They played the villain tonight, and they played it well.
Yes, they did. And, you know, you have 2 choices. You can either succumb to the hostility in this arena, or you can feed off of it.
And a look behind the curtain here. Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us for NBA action on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan. I'll be joined by Greg Anthony, Tim Legler, and we'll be hearing from our reporter, Allie LaForge, in the sidelines as well. Now, Golden State's starting 5. Williams is out there with Favors. Then it's Noel. Then there's Derek White.
And as we see Suggs develop his game, you'll see more of this. Jalen with the ability to operate off ball.
Now here's White. And the NBA starting, Greg, to enter the third act of the regular season. A lot of teams looking for that extra gear right now.
Yeah, some fans might think that everything is decided at this point of the season, but there's a lot of games left and nothing is written in stone.
Hunter, no good. And here's White. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. It's a three-point game. It's good from long range.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Atlanta's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Right side, Suggs. Taken away by Williams. And Williams with the clear path to the hoop. Drops in the breakaway layup. First quarter, about a minute and a half in. Here's Atlanta, fresh from a win against the Nuggets.
Well, they came into that game looking to be physical, looking to control the boards, and they succeeded.
Second chance points once again making the difference, as is often the case.
Count that one. He's got 5.
Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
And it results in the highest percentage look you're going to get.
Now, here's Hunter. To the inside. And stolen by Favors. Outside Williams. And Favors gets it to go in on the assist by Williams. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Warriors.
And just a great job so far applying pressure defensively. The opposition is on their heels with the ball in their hand. Nightmares clamped thus far.
And they're also focusing on their break, looking for any chance they can to push the pace and get out in transition.
So it's the Hawks now. Derek Favors making his last shot. And here is Suggs. Throws it up high. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Favors. And a slam dunk by Favors.
Slamming it home. Part of why Favors shoots it so well from the field, sometimes he just spikes it instead of shooting.
Malone with the screen. Off the run. Tries again. And it's Noel with the rebound. Warriors leading by 8. Here's Williams. Out to White. Back to Williams. Over in the corner, White. Pass to Williams. Some nice passing by Golden State. He had a nice open look right there. He's got 8.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Hawks have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Suggs looking around. Malone with the screen. And once again off the mark by Atlanta.
Yeah, he probably shouldn't have taken that shot there. The defensive intensity was all over.
And White kicks to Williams. Favors passes to Williams. He's covered by Suggs. Back to Williams. With the fadeaway. Rebounded by the Hawks.
He typically dominates that area of the floor. It just didn't drop.
Here's Suggs. He's guarded by Williams. Pass to Hunter. Malone sets the pick for Hunter. And he can't stop this drought. Another miss. Got it for his 4th field goal of the game on just 5 shots.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
Well, these days, interior offense takes great determination and discipline.
And timeout called by Doc Rivers. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. And some changes here for the Warriors. Draymond Green, he's checked in for Noel. And it's Jason Tatum in for White. It's Carroll on the wing. Back to Suggs. Carroll with a screen on Tatum. 5 on the clock. The offensive rebound. And Carroll gets it to go.
Everybody appreciates that extra effort on the glass.
Outside Green. Outside Tatum. Buries it from three-point range.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Outside, Suggs. Pass to Hunter. Back to Suggs. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Suggs has got a couple of threes now in the first for Atlanta. Outside Williams. Tatum looking around. And another three for Golden State.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
The Hawks trail by 14. There's 39 seconds left in the first quarter. A nice shot by Van Horn.
Well, that's a tough matchup because he's skilled and relentless.
Outside Williams. Outside Tatum. He's covered by Suggs. Here's Favors. Now, here's Suggs. He's covered closely. Hunter dishes to Carroll. Carroll with the screen on Green. Van Horn. Green with the block. And so it's the Golden State Warriors enjoying a 12-point lead as they... And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And for the Warriors, this has been the game they wanted to have.
Coming in hot. They were sharp from the perimeter right out of the gate.
When you spread the floor and force defenses to close out to the three-point line, it's going to create driving lanes.
So with Johnson sitting on the bench, here's the 5 for Doc Rivers right now. We've got Van Horn, also Bull out there. And it's Sprewell in at the 2. Here's Griffith. Pass to Noel. Here's Duarte. Back to Noel. And slam dunk by Noel.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. To the left wing. Here's Van Horn. No good on the triple.
There's some defense for you. For someone who's as good at shooting the three ball as he is, you need a defender who's equally good at guarding against it.
Here's Duarte. 14 points, their largest lead in the game. The 8-footer. That one's no good. That makes them 1 for 2. Atlanta's shooting only 31%. Their offense really struggling to put possessions together. Deflects the pass. Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. Cross contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
And they need those kind of plays right now. Smart defense that generates some more.
Malone's checking for Atlanta. And when it comes to team building, GA, there's been a debate about whether the 2-star or 3-star approach is more effective.
Kevin, for me, I think it comes down to fit more than anything. It doesn't matter how many stars you have if they don't mesh, and if they're not comfortable in the role that's carved out for them on that respective team. That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, and that's the effectiveness of the two-man game right there.
Right wing, and Bull wide open. He shoots, trains the three-pointer.
And the big fella knows how to score the basketball. Bull's understanding of when to look for his next level.
Tatum wide open, he fires one. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Tatum's got 5 points now this quarter. Here's Strickland, white covering. Malone sets the pick for Bull. And stolen by Noel. Inside. And Bull sends it
massive wingspan coming into play there. Ball uses it to perfection to block shots.
Yeah, everybody will remember the bucket, but how about that pass to set it up?
And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. Several teams changing it up here. Taking high percentage shots has been this group's specialty. On your screen now are this month's field goal percentage leaders. You take a look at Bull, leading the league in field goal percentage. He always gets good looks. And, of course, Moses Malone. Also someone that shoots at such a high percentage. Top 5 in the league.
Both of these guys have been shooting with tremendous efficiency as the month has gone on. I don't know who's going to outdo who.
The Warriors shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one. And that one falls for Tatum.
And this kid understands the importance of free throws. Tatum doesn't take them lightly.
That one falls, so he hits both of them.
Well, he's come through for them at the line today, and you love having a big fella who's so capable on his free throw.
White against Hunter. Pass to Malone. And the rejection by Noel. And it goes down 2 points. Bulls got 7 now in this quarter.
And after not scoring in the first, he's finally starting to get into a groove.
Outside Tatum. Now White. He's covered by Suggs. Pulls up on the wing. And Bull pulls it down. The Hawks trail by 11. Pass to Suggs. He's looking for Bull and finds him. And the shot goes in.
Yeah, inside, Bull does a great job just making subtle adjustments and utilizing that length.
Tatum kicks to White. And again, it's the Warriors missing.
Well, after lighting it up from deep in the first quarter, they have quieted him down.
And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, Commissioner Adam Silver was asked about the wildest ideas thrown around in the league office. He said, quote, one thing that's been discussed is potentially 2 free throws for a foul on a 3-point shot. I don't think we'd do it in the last 2 minutes of the game, but that's something interesting. Guys, back to you.
Not a bad idea. All right, Allie, thanks a lot.
I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
This is his first free throw of the game. And that one falls for White. And the Warriors making a change here. Green's checked in. And both free throws good for White. Tim, I can hear it in my head right now. You called Steph Curry must-see TV. Does anyone from this next generation maybe approach that description for you?
Well, Kevin, certainly Victor Wembanyama would be at the top of that list. You're talking about a one-off when you combine that size with that particular skill set. And then Anthony Edwards would be another guy because of the explosiveness and excitement that he brings every single night.
It'll be exciting to see this next generation and see if they do impact it like the ones before, for sure. Good on the three-point shot.
Well, that's helping your team. By and large, he's taking shots he knows he can make.
Pass to Hunter. Over Tatum. Hunter, no good.
Yeah, no reason to fade away there.
Outside, Green. Fires for three, and another three for Golden State.
You guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
This defense is trying to stay connected to him, but he is on a mission.
Suggs passes to Sprewell. Malone has screen on White. And Derek White picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And the Warriors with some changes. Nerlens Noel comes in for Draymond Green. And it's Williams in for Tatum. .34 seconds left here in the second. Carroll kicks to Hunter. Carroll with a screen for Hunter. Just 5 on the clock. No basket with that shot. Having trouble finding his range. He's 1 for 5. To the paint and stolen by Malone. That'll do it for the first half. Warriors lead by 14. Now we've got a moment now. Let's go courtside to Allie LaForce. Allie. Terrific, Allie. Thank you. And we'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
Well, looking at the Warriors, they're holding steady near the top of the rankings. Definitely one of the better teams here at the midway point.
And going back now to that first half, you could say things are going extremely well for the Warriors. And that is it for halftime.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. And Golden State looking at who they've got. Noel is out there with Favors. Then it's Williams. Then there's Derek White. Suggs passes to Hunter. Outside, Suggs launches it. Drills the three-pointer. Suggs has got the first points to start out the third quarter for the Hawks.
Now, he's been reliable tonight, but that's certainly not the case for his team in general.
Outside Williams. Pass to White. Here's the three. And the Warriors, another three.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Left side, Suggs takes a three. Warriors with the rebound. Favors got his fourth rebound in this one. And Williams, here we go. Yep, that one goes. And the Warriors lead by 16. And here's Hunter. He'll bring it up for the Hawks. Malone right side. And stolen by Favors. Outside, White. Right side, Williams. Shoots over Carroll. And another basket for Golden State.
I like the way they've established their offense to start the half. 3 straight makes.
To the wing right side. Doug. Atlanta again missing. Warriors leading by 18. Williams dishes to White. Some nice passing by Golden State here. And that one drops for him. 24 points for him.
And everything is dropping for them. Terrific second half run.
Well, whatever they talked about at halftime, it's working now.
2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Now, here's Suggs. He's got 9. Down low, and stolen by Favors. To the middle, here's Williams. Rebounded by the Hawks.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
Outside, Suggs to stop the run. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Favors has got rebound number 5 here tonight.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Williams kicks to White. And that one comes up a bit short. The Hawks trail by 20. Here's Suggs. Derek Favors with the rebound. Favors got 6 rebounds here tonight.
Well, it certainly hasn't been a smooth start after the break. Just 1 for 5 here to start the third.
Now here's Favors. They lead by 20. That's the most we've seen. And that's collected by Malone.
That's a missed opportunity, and that is one he would love to have back.
Hunter on the wing. Down low. It's deflected. Malone's shot. Good.
Malone is relentless inside. So strong with non-stop effort.
And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy.
Let's start getting loud and give a big welcome to your Hawks Baseball. It's the Hawks Baseball.
Making a switch here. Van Horn's checked in. And the Warriors also making a change. Tatum's checked in. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Outside Williams. Outside Tatum. Shot clock at 6. Noel sets a screen for Tatum. It's stolen by Carroll. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
Yeah, heard the whistle and then kept his focus and able to still knock it down.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And when you shoot 86 from the line like he did last season, you usually cash in on those opportunities.
Tim, at one point, your dream was to play professional baseball. Why did you switch?
Kevin, it really came down to this. Hit a growth spurt when I was 14 years old, and I decided to go try this basketball thing that first year in high school. As it turns out, what I fell in love with, I didn't need anybody else to get better. I had an insatiable work ethic. It lent itself to hours and hours on the basketball court by myself.
That is such an interesting perspective.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Yeah, just going back and forth, it is really competitive out there.
Drills it from outside. Tatum's got 13.
And it's going to take a little time, but Tatum has the tools to be one of the best scorers in our league.
Hunter on the wing from downtown, and it's Noel with the rebound. Noel's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And Noel throws it down hard.
Oh, he is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think. And another look at that last play with the AT&T connected cam. Van Horn, no good.
That is fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Didn't give him an inch of room.
Tatum against Hunter. Favors with a screen on Suggs. Count that bucket. He's got 29 points.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up, got to fight over it as a defender.
Well, you just have to communicate those switches. If you don't, it's on you.
Here's Sprewell. Nothing on the board. Here's Strickland. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
And you see the ability to rise and fire from mid-range, even against that length.
Well, I love the confidence, but the shot selection, that's debatable.
Griffith passes to Gafford. And here's Tatum for three. It's rebounded by Pollard. The Hawks trail by 19. There's 37 seconds left in the third. Bull the pass to Sprewell. Here's Strickland. And it's Noel with the rebound. Warriors have gone 8 of 12 from the field since the beginning of the third. Pass to Griffith. Now Gafford. The three from Tatum. That one is good. He's only missed one shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
You gotta love this. Tatum has that offensive hunger, and the young man is just going off.
And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And so it's the Golden State Warriors holding a 22-point lead as the quarter wraps up. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. And we'll be back with you shortly. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Yeah, so impressive for a big guy.
Board. Pick.
Yeah.
Get the perimeter. Board.
Screen coming.
And the foul.
Watch the screen.
Hey, don't let him shoot that. Ball. Pick.
Let's go, fella.
Yo, switch. No. Play your game, baby. Box him out. Watch screen. Corner. Pick. Oh, that's you. Knock it down, baby. Switch. Oh, I'm a beast.
That's what's up. Let's show them what we're all about. You know what's up.
Oh, foul. Yep. Close again.
When it comes to these two teams, Grant, You have to expect they'll be relying on their front court to get it done here.
Yeah, I think that's right, B.A. It should be an old-fashioned battle amongst the bigs. And whoever gets the edge in that matchup, I think gets the W. But we'll see.
And now Indiana's starting group. Barnes is out there with Kyrie Irving. Then there's Jakob Poeltl. Then it's OG Anunoby. Irving, the pass to Anunoby. Noah grabs the board. Pass to Fox. Here's Noah. Beyond the arc. That shot off the mark. Irving against Fox. Irving, the pass to Anunoby. Now here's Barnes. Clock at 6. Irving looking around. Over Fox. And the shot's good by Irving.
At this point in his career, look, Kyrie knows who he is. And that's a shot he wants to take.
Fox finds Caldwell Pope. Here's Noah. Here's Cousins. And Cousins throws it down.
And if you try to block his shot, you risk getting posterized because he is good at using that height to his advantage.
Anunoby passes to Barnes. And here is Irving for 3. That one's good. And it's Barnes with the assist. Irving's got 5.
When you play with stars like LeBron, Harden, KD, look, Kyrie has learned how to operate off the ball.
Pass to Noah. The 3 is up. Drops in the 3.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Now here's Anunoby. Poeltl with a screen on Fox. Here's Irving. Here's Poeltl. And the dunk by Poeltl.
What a slam by Jakob. You could see the confidence that he plays with down low.
San Antonio has gone 2 for 4 from range to start things off. RJ, San Antonio's seen a surge in popularity. Spurs jerseys seem to be everywhere these days.
Yeah, they call that the Wemby effect. When a team has a generational talent like Victor, a lot of new fans come on board.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Matisse Thybulle. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Caldwell Pope against Barnes. Picked by Poeltl. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Barnes passes to Poeltl. Oh, return to sender. And it's out of bounds to Indiana. And it's time to take another look at that powerful block.
I mean, letting them know up front that he's on the hunt tonight and eager to knock away shots. I love it.
Substitution on court.
And we're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Indiana again missing. San Antonio leading. English passes to Fox. San Antonio moving the ball around. Pass to Cousins. And it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line. One thing about Keldon Johnson defensively, it's hard to back him down, Richard.
Yeah, he won't block a ton of shots, but he anchors really well against bigger players. That's why teams would rather attack him in space.
And timeout called by Rick Carlisle. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. And going against